The tractor you're looking at is a 1956 Oliver Super 77. It was bought brand new in '57 by my great-grandpa Herbert Colbert. It was used on the farm. It was the first tractor on this farm that had hydraulics on it. It was bought for the main reason of my great-grandpa had terrible arthritis and couldn't trip the cultivator lever. And my grandpa at the time was in 7th grade and wasn't hardly big enough to pull on a trip lever either, so they found a tractor with some hydraulics, and it was used until it got parked. It sat parked in a shed until about 2004, and my grandpa was either scrap it or move it on down the road, and my grandpa gave it away to a neighbor down the road. And 2005 he restored it and added it to his collection, and I knew where the tractor was sitting at, and every time I drive by I think one of these days I'm gonna get that tractor back. And it wasn't too long before we got a phone call that said they was gonna sell them, and I said, well, it needs to come here. And so it got the chance to come back home. You could almost call it a one-owner tractor, just the guy who restored it got to hang on to it and enjoy it for a while. So what you see is how it was when we got back a hold of it. Far, far better. The engine wouldn't turn over, so it had a lot of love and care taking care of it. Well, a gentleman by the name of Bob Hoskins, which would be Alan Hoskins' father, and they took real good care of the tractor. I think they realized what was going on, and they were pretty good to us in negotiating price on getting it back home. Yeah, just knowing it's home is good enough for me. I have a little boy who's 2 years old, and I sure would like to see him drive around on it one day. So that would make the 5th generation of somebody on this family farm that's drove that tractor. So I'd be more than happy to see it still running in a few more years and on down the line. It's kind of just, it almost fell in my lap. They were wanting to get rid of it, and I said, it's our only chance, we got to buy it now. So it was kind of a one and done type deal. We said, we'll take it, and that was it. It was restored in 2005, so I mean, you're going on 14 years of being restored, so carburetor could use a freshen up. I think the float's sticking a little bit and we're flooding out a little bit, but other than that, it still runs pretty good. They had an Oliver 70, and I believe they had a 60, but so this was the big tractor on the farm. So I mean, they were plowing, and I think it pulled a planter at one time. So it was kind of a universal tractor at the time.